Good evening, children. Welcome back to virtual classes. Today, let me start the new chapter in the mathematics. The chapter 4, Basic Geometrical Ideas. Students, I hope you all know the meaning of geometry. Geometry is also a branch of mathematics. It has a long and rich history. The term geometry is English equivalent of Greek word geometron. Geo means earth. We call geography, no? So geo means earth and metron means measurement. According to historians, the geometrical ideas shaped up in ancient times, probably due to the need of art, in architecture, and in measurements. We must have the knowledge about the shapes and their measurements. So these include occasions when the boundaries of cultivated lands had to be marked without giving room for complaints. So construction of magnificent palaces, temples and lakes, dams and cities, art and architecture dropped up these ideas. Even today, geometrical ideas are restricted in all forms of art and measurements. Architecture, engineering, cloth designing, etc. So you can see in all these fields the use of geometrical ideas. So you can observe the use of different objects like boxes, tables, books and tiffin box, ball, your playing toys, playing things, your lunch box. Okay, the ball which you play in different games, not only cricket. You have different varieties of balls. All such objects have different shapes. The ruler which you use, the pencil with which you write are straight. The pictures of bangle and 1 rupee coin are all appear round. So this is the scale which is straight. Pencils are straight. Boxes are solid. They have rectangular shape. We have many boxes which are rectangle in shape. Children, for this chapter, to study this chapter, you must have compulsory a compass box. In that, you must have a sharp pencil, scale with the good measurements, compass to draw angles, to draw arcs, and for this also we need a small pencil to fix in it. So fix a small pencil in it. It's also most useful here. You must have a good compass, okay, to draw the arcs and angles. A good protractor. These are set squares. 2 pairs are there. See, these are also useful in drawing perpendicular lines for an object. A good protractor. You must have the measurements on it, angles. So all these you must have with you. So this is the geometrical idea today, the introductory part for geometry. That means in this chapter you will learn intersecting lines, kinds of angles, kinds of shapes, lines, different kinds of lines, how to measure the straight lines, how to measure the arcs, how to measure irregular lines, we'll learn in this chapter. So, point. What is a point? Suppose you take a pencil and mark a dot on a paper, that is called a point. The sharper the tip, the thinner is you will get a dot. This almost invisible tiny dot will give you an idea of a point. So this is also a point. This is also a point. Okay. A point determines a location. These are sometimes some models for a point C. These are the models. Tip of a point of a compass, the sharpened end of a pencil, the pointed end of a needle, etc. are examples of a point which determines the location. Here also points are there. Point A, point B, point C. These will be reading as, how to read this? Point A, point B and point C. Of course, the dots have to be invisibly thin. They can be also invisibly thin. Then you will study a line segment. This is a line segment. If you join 2 points on a shape or on a surface, so this gives you a line segment AB. Okay, here is an activity. Take a thin thread, hold its 2 ends and stretch it without a slack. It represents a line segment and the ends held by hands are end points of the line segment. This is said to be a line segment. Okay, I will show you an edge of a box, a tube light, the edge of a postcard. Okay, not only this, the edge of a scale also shows the line segment, and this line also shows the line segment. So this box also has the 2 points from these edges. So this also you can see from this end to end is also a line segment. So if I stretch a thread like this from one hand to another hand, I have 2 ends. So in between this thread is said to be a line segment. It forms a line segment. Okay. Then a line. What is a line? Line is also the segment extended beyond. It will not be in between 2 points, but it starts from one point and extends towards another point in one direction and beyond the point. For example, you have points A and B, but the line is extended beyond the points. This is said to be a line. You can see this also line PQ. Okay, line AB. Now you got the idea of lines. Suppose we draw from one end to another, you will get easily, with the help of scale also, you can draw a line like this. So this is a line. Now let's have idea about intersecting lines. So what are these intersecting lines? See this in picture. in the diagrams 4.4, the two lines L and L2, L1 and L2 are shown here. Both the lines pass through a point P. We say L1 and L2 intersect at point P. If two lines have one common point, they are called intersecting lines. Here also some more models are there. You can see clearly the lines intersect at a point X. So X is also the intersection of two lines. English letter X. So these crossroads also resemble the English letter X. You can give so many examples for intersection of lines. So these cross lines intersect each other and form a point that is called point of intersection. Point of intersection. Another geometrical idea, parallel lines. See, you can see 4 lines which are said to be parallel. So, if you extend them, they will not meet in anywhere. Okay. What are parallel lines? On the top, A, B, C, D. See, this is a flat top. So, there are line segments AB, BC and AD, DC are the line segments. They intersect at point B. AB and BC, BG intersect at point B. Then PC, CF and DC intersect at point C. AD, DC and ED intersect at point D. This is said to be point of intersection. This is also point of intersection. So the lines like these which do not meet are said to be parallel and are called as parallel lines. You can draw parallel lines as many as possible like this. So these are parallel lines. We can easily draw as many as possible number of parallel lines. So two edges of a scale are parallel lines because they will not meet. If you extend these lines, they will not meet anywhere. So these two lines are said to be parallel lines. So in these also parallel lines. Now this line and another edge of the scale, this line also said to be parallel lines. I hope you got the idea about parallel lines. Let me show once again. So these two pens, if you hold like this, they form parallel lines. Because if you extend them, they will not end anywhere. So today we have so many ideas. For example, point, lines, straight lines, curved lines, then intersecting lines, then parallel lines. Tomorrow we'll study the rays. Okay. There are so many examples you can give for rays. For example, ray of light from a torch, sun rays. If you look at the sun, don't try to see the sun because sun is very hot. During morning you can see, observe the lines, sun rays. They are straight lines. Okay, they are said to be rays. They are coming out from a point. The beam of light from a lighthouse. This is a lighthouse. Where you can see lighthouse? in the beaches. So light rays come out from a torch, from the sun, from a bulb, lighting bulb, etc. are said to be the rays of light. Then let me tell you what is a light, what is a ray. A ray is a portion of line. It starts from one end called starting point and initial point. Initial point is starting point and goes endlessly in a direction. Is said to be a ray. See, this is a ray. It starts from point A, okay, then extends towards P and endlessly in a direction. It goes endlessly. This is said to be a line. AP is a line. It will not end. P, a point on the path of the ray. We can denote many points on a ray and we can say the ray AP. So let us discuss some more ideas about the straight lines and rays in the next period. Have nice times.